Making Money with OpusClip and ChatGPT. Hey there, future leaders. Armand here again. And today I'm not going to tell you about this. I'm going to show you. So it's really easy. Actually, I was going to do this video for one of my students and team members. But hey, why not show it to everybody? So you're getting in on some inside information. Okay? Now, OpusClip is for clipping videos. Even if you have no interest in that whatsoever, stay with me here because I'm going to show you how to use these two free tools, because you don't need the paid version to make some serious money. So stay till the end and you'll be very pleasantly surprised. So let's get into it. All right, here let's go to my Opus, and here you'll see I've done two already. It's the same videos. The reason, I'll show you the reason I did that in a moment. But let's put in, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to type in the link, the URL, the link to one of my videos. I'm going to pop it in right here. And it's going to go pick up the video. Okay, now the reason I had the original video there twice, okay, is that I have my option to do it auto or do it 30 seconds to 30 seconds or 30 seconds to 60, 60 seconds to 90, and 90 to 3 minutes. Okay, so I have my option. Now, one thing I've never done before is I'm going to leave it on auto, let it give me different lengths and so on. No, actually no. I'm going to do the 30 seconds to 60 seconds. Then all these videos are good for putting on YouTube and so on and so forth. So that's it. You know, I'm putting nothing else. All I did, copy it in, select the lengths that I want, and now I'm going to say get clips in one click. And away it goes. Now, this is usually takes a little bit of time, depending on how busy their system is. And the beauty of it, it's loading. Okay, it's okay, it's experiencing high demand. I'm number one. So what happens here now is I don't have to stay here. Okay, I'm going to pause this video, and I'll come back when it's ready. They'll actually send me an email to tell me when it's ready. And I'll do these clips, and you're going to be amazed at what we're going to do with this. And then we're going to move to ChatGPT, and that's another whole story, and you're going to love it. Oh. Okay, hang on. It's telling me something here. Estimated waiting time, 7 minutes. Processing and analyzing, 10%. Okay, it's already 10% of the way. You can safely leave this page, and we'll send you an email notification when it's done. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. I'll be back in a moment. Well, there we have it. Okay, it took 12 minutes actually, but I did click something in the meantime, so it might have slowed it down. But anyway, it was 12 minutes, and I used that time to go make myself a coffee. All right, let's get into it. What did it bring us back? Well, first of all, let me put my glasses on here. I can read it better. I can read it, but let's make it better. It says up here, the video successfully captures viewers' attention with its use of rhetorical questions and mentions of AI. It maintains a coherent flow from discussing automation to unlocking creativity through higher consciousness. The completeness is evident with a clear introduction, body, and conclusion, along with a practical call to action. The valuable insights on leveraging AI and personal growth resonates with viewers interested in improving their lives. The video clip aligns with the current trend of exploring AI's potential for productivity and creativity. Now, so this is video number one. Let me see here. Oh, I've got to do it. Okay, I'm going to pause it here for a moment. There, I had to pause it for a moment because I forgot to click something. Okay, let's get back into it. So first of all, it tells you, and now this is just one clip from that video. The video was 10 minutes and 53 seconds, okay? So basically, and here's what it is. Down here, it also gives me the actual text of this video, okay? And let's see, put the glasses back on here. The video is actually 54 seconds, okay? Now, what happens is, for example, I'm going to play this, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it, because that's what I clicked in. And number one, you use AI, artificial intelligence, to automate the mundane aspects of your business or personal life. This frees up time and mental energy, allowing you to... Okay, now you see what it's also done? It's also typing in the text of what I'm saying. Now it will make some mistakes, okay, and you can edit it. You see, now I'm gonna leave this like this. I'm not gonna go through all of them. Let's see how many it gave us. Okay, go down to the bottom here. It gave us 9 clips from that 11-minute video. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. You see, here's what it does also. It also scores it, the potential of it for, going viral, if you will, okay? And then this one's 85. It goes down 84, 81, 79, 76, 74, 71, and the lowest one is 62. Now, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look for the shortest one, so it'll save us time. Okay, here's I got a 29-second. That's probably as close as it's going to get. Yeah, 39. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, let's listen to the bottom one, okay? Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play it, okay? And I'm going to be checking that it's inaccurate. Once it's not, I'm going to stop it and we'll show you the editing. So this is a complete course in just a few minutes, by the way, guys. Okay, let's play it. It's really a cross, hybrid, if you will, between a regular... Oops. I forgot to bring up the actual text. Okay, got it. Business structure and a cooperative, where the workers are sharing the profits. And you see, in this venture, artificial intelligence will be doing 90% of the grunt work. Like I said earlier, the next one is happening at 1 p.m. Eastern Time this coming Saturday, September 23rd, where I will explain completely how you can make some serious money as part of my team. Just go to chatmind.ca. That'll bring you to my resource page on my life coaching website. You'll see the link there. And also on the menus, you'll see the link to enter the classroom. There's no tech stuff involved, okay? It's easy. Oh, one word of warning. Okay, let's see what it did here. He said, oh, one word, but it stopped there, you see. Now, actually, there's really nothing to correct here, okay? Like, it pretty much was dead on, okay? Now, usually it's not that good. Maybe they're improving it, okay? But let's go to edit anyway. I'm going to show you something else about it. And, okay, up it comes. Let's wait for it here. Okay, here we go. Okay, now, you see, over here, it gave us the text that it's used, okay? And so on and so forth. So, and it highlights at different colors, white and yellow, to make it stand out. So this is all really good. Now, this is what it gave us. But let's say, for example, I prefer to capitalize the first letter of important words. Let's say take artificial intelligence here. I'm going to click artificial, and I'm going to click here to edit it. And I'm going to just move over, and I'm going to delete the A and put a capitalized A, you see? And go on, yeah, go through the whole thing. But here's what's important, is that it starts up here. It gives me what's going on here, and multiply that at least 10x with, and from what I've done, I can see that it's even more. It could be 20 times the potential of each individual together as a team, okay? But let's say, I could see. Okay, let's think I want to take it from here. Okay, the more the more money we make, the more everybody makes. That's what my team, we're doing profit sharing, by the way. Okay, more everybody makes, and that's the only way you can have harmony. You see, so let's say we're going to click and I'm going to say set as start. Okay, so now it's going to make this a little bit longer, probably, okay, but we had 29 minutes to begin with. So now let's go down to the bottom, same deal. Oh, it's easy. Oh, one word of warning. You see, when you do get on to my mailing list, just put in your first name and email. That's all. Simple. If you don't get a confirmation email from me within a few seconds, go and check your spam or junk folder, because it's coming from an automated system, and a lot of email systems, like yours maybe, will put it into trash or something, or spam, okay, or something, okay. Now, yeah, the rest, okay, we don't need that. So let's click that one, and we'll see set as end. You see? And, oops, that shouldn't have come up here. Yeah, exactly. Okay, scam or something. Okay, we'll leave it there. All right? And so now it's changed the video. And so what I'm going to tell it to do now is to save and compile. Now, let's see how long that takes. It's going to redo that video. And it'll have all the new text to go into the video and so on. And that's it, guys. Okay, that's simple. Now, look. Here's the deal. Why it's doing that is that even if you have no... You don't care about ever doing videos or anything like that. It doesn't matter, okay? You can still use this to make money, okay? I'm going to show you why after we go into ChatGPT. I'll show you how and why, okay? You'll like this. All right, so here it is. Okay, it's still working here, okay? It's not quite done. And that's the whole thing, you see. And we'll wait till it's done. But basically, you see, 2 freebies, okay? Like, yes, like they gave me, I've got an hour and 24 minutes left, okay? And so they gave me an hour and a half to begin with. You see, I guess, yeah, or maybe it was at 2 hours. I forget. Anyway, but so it's used up 10 and so on, yeah. So anyway, but eventually they want some money. That's why they've got up top here, add more credits, you see. But you see, the way we're going to do this, you won't have to do that. You know, you can use this tool, right? Anyway, and I'm going to explain how that works. So you don't ever have to pay money if you're doing what I'm coaching to do, okay? Anyway, so let's go look at it very quickly, okay? So it's given us that the thing hasn't changed to 62, and we go here. We can see all the new text is all there. I mean, again, it's not quite done. I thought it was done. Okay, but anyway, so that's the whole idea, that now I've got this text, you see. But even if you never wanted to do videos, right, you could go take anybody's video, get the link, pop it in here, tell it how long you want it. Maybe it's something you'd like to know about. You'd like to do some articles or some blogs, or like to post something on your social media. You're not quite sure how to say it. And there you find a video that they're really saying it, you see. So you go chop up the clips to what AI thinks is the most important part, right? And then what you do is you collect these clips. I'm going to show you. We're going to download all this stuff in a moment. And so we're going to go and put maybe some of these together. You look them over. Yeah, that's what I could say. You cut and paste, change a few things to make it your own, post that on your social media. So you could use it that way. Sure, you can go to YouTube, for example, and you can get all the text from each video. Click, click, it's done, right? But what this is doing is narrowing it down to something that, you know, has got more oomph in these different clips. So picking and choosing the best possible clip. So that saves you a lot of time, you see. And you got like an hour and I don't know how many minutes, right? And so on. So this is basically what you can do. Now, I'm going to pause it here till it's done, and we'll go. But then we'll go to ChatGPT. I clicked pause. Half a second later, it was done. Okay, so here's what we can do with it. Now let's go back. I can play it. The more money we make, the more everybody makes, and that's the only way that you can have harmony. So it's really a cross, hybrid, if you will, between a regular business structure and a cooperative. Okay, I mean that's it. And you do the same thing with each clip. Now, I'm not bother doing that, but the system doesn't change. Edit, you can change it, change the start. You can lower the start if you want, as opposed to go up, right? You can do it either way, you see. Save it, it'll compile it, and there it is, you see. If you're, now, let's move on to see what we can do with this. First of all, I can download it here. It takes a few seconds. I'm going to download that little clip, okay, and then bring it into my Camtasia, which is what I use for video editing, and in case I want to do something to it, I probably will to some degree. And but then what I can do is take the text here, and I'm going to copy that whole text. Oops. Okay. I'm just going to copy that, and then we're going to go to prompt for ChatGPT that I've already done. Okay. Now let me read this to you because it's important. You see, you got to remember that with ChatGPT and all similar large language models, it's got all the knowledge base of the whole humanity practically in it. And it's a genius. It'll bring back those things, like instead of doing research for 2 weeks, you click it and tell it exactly what you want it to do, and boom, you get it in 15, 20 seconds, or 5 seconds sometimes, you see. But you have to speak to it as if you were talking to not a fifth grader, my bad here, to a 5-year-old, okay? Well, let's look at what I'm saying here. I've made it bigger so you could read it. I am going to give you a transcript from a YouTube video, which we just got, right? Give me an expanded keyword dense description, okay? I want all the keywords to be blended in there in the description for the YouTube video, for YouTube, because that helps you in the algorithms, right? And it used to give me a very short one, so I say, give me an expanded keyword dense description. Now, it won't be big as a video short, right? But sometimes if it's a 10-minute video, it's a different ballgame. So, comma, all relevant keywords in a comma delimited format. Now, here's the, excuse me, here's the thing. Clear in my throat here. It used to bring me a list of all the keywords, okay, but one underneath the other, right? And then it usually put something in front of it and a space and then the keyword. I had to go and delete both of those, and then I had to move it over and put a comma and to put it, you know, each keyword separately, one after the other, with a comma in between, because that's how YouTube wants it. So now all that work, it took a while, you know, quite a few minutes to do that, depending on how big the video was, how many keywords you got to work with, right? So now I'm saying, you know, give me an expanded keyword dense description, all relevant keywords in a comma delimited format. That's what that system is called for YouTube, right? And 10 possible alternative titles. And I say, do not use the words the speaker. Instead, use Armand, because it was saying, you know, because it's talking about the video, right? And the speaker says this, the speaker says that. Well, you know, that's kind of cold. So let's make it more personal. It's Armand, right? So I'm telling it not to use the speaker and instead use Armand. And I'm asking it to capitalize the first letter of all of important words. And then here is the transcript. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to paste that transcript. Oops. Okay, I have to change that. Give me a second here. Bring up something new. Paste it there. Copy it. Copy it back. And now we'll have it looking good. There we go. So there's the transcript from that video. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to start from here. That was the link to my video, by the way. Okay, I'm going to copy it. Now we're going back here. We're going to switch from here, and we are going to go to ChatGPT. Now, a few things about ChatGPT very quickly here is I've got ChatGPT 4. That's the paid version. It's only $20 a month, but it has something like, I don't know, probably close to 800 different plugins you can use to do all kinds of stuff with it, and it can access the internet, up to date with these different plugins. But the free version, okay, the information only goes up to September 2021, 2 years ago, basically, you see. However, for our purposes here, it doesn't matter, you see. It doesn't matter simply because we don't need that information. We've got the information we want it to work with. So the freebie is good enough. The other thing that I've done here, okay, is, again, that just came out a few weeks ago. It was available with the paid version, which I have, but it was not available with the freebie, but now it is. The little 3 dots on the very bottom here, if you look at my thing, and you click that, and I've got custom instructions. Now, I've got them already in there. There's my custom instructions and so on. And I'm telling it about myself, you see. It gives me the options. Where are you based? What do you do for work? What are your hobbies and interests? What subjects can you talk about for hours? What are some of the goals you have? Then you kind of answer those questions. You've got 1,200 characters to work with. But in my case, I put, I've been a self-employed life coach for over half a century, teaching people how to access higher states of consciousness by tapping into the alpha and theta brainwave levels, and how to use the imagination from these states of consciousness, and so on and so forth, you see. So, and then in the other part, you've got another 1,200 characters. How formal or casual with ChatGPT? How long or short should your responses generally be? How do you want to be addressed? Should ChatGPT have opinions on, But I gave it the instructions, okay? Now I'll just cancel this because it's in there. So here's what happens. When I say to ChatGPT, give me a video script for a YouTube video based on this keyword, Okay? It will go and it will take and get the information, create that, but it'll add in the information of who I am and what I do using my terminology and the things that I talk about. So it's coming back, but it's really my own words, dressed up a little bit. Okay? But now, what we're going to do here. So what we're going to do, we copied that whole thing. So I copied the instructions and the text, and there it is. Now this is real time. I'm not going to speed this up. Okay? I'm not going to go away. I'm just going to let it work. Now I'm going to click the button. I told it what to do. Here's the text. Away we go. Now, let's see how long that takes. You don't have to wait long for this one. Okay. Starting to generate. Okay. Expand. Absolutely. Let's dive in, it says. Armand discusses the unique business model that blends traditional business structures with a cooperative approach, where workers share the profits and the innovative venture and so on and so forth. Okay. So it gives me what it's going to be talking about. Okay. It gives me all the keywords in comma delimited format. Don't have to do a thing with it. Cut and paste into YouTube. Okay. And here's all my titles. 10 of them. Potential. Okay. Let's just read a few of them. And it says to us here, I hope this provides the insight you're looking for. First one, how Armand's hybrid business model empowers workers and utilizes AI. Join Armand's team, where AI does the heavy lifting and you reap the benefits. Big time. Armand's revolutionary approach to profit sharing and AI in business, and so on and so forth. Now, I would choose from that. I might modify it a bit to make sure that it fits what I want it to say, right? But based on what the research has already done for me, you see. That would take me hours to do that work. It took what, 15, 20 seconds or something, you see? Now, here's the thing. Here's another way that I never see anybody talk about this before, but here's one thing that I learned to do is, look, now, most of these are not going to be any good to you, okay? But let's say I picked the one that I want. There's a bunch of 2 or 3 others that I was debating with. They're good. What I can do is copy what they gave me as a title and now bring it up here into this, work it into the description. And of course, I'm going to change that around and so on and so forth. And here's the other thing with ChatGPT. Over here, I can tell it that I like what it did, okay, because that way it's learning and so on. Okay, so I like what it did, so let's give it a like. And I'll say here, good job, okay? And submit the feedback. You see, now I have taught ChatGPT, my ChatGPT, that I'm happy with what it delivered. So it's learning all the time, you see? And see what it does, basically, is like you got this massive amount of data, but you got to give it all the instructions step by step to go pick up out of all the billions of pieces of information this little piece right here that you're looking for. And it does it like that. You see, it's that simple. Now, the other thing is next to it now, okay, is we've got a little square box there. I'm going to click on that. It copies it to my clipboard. Let's go back into our Word document, okay? And let's just take what we had here, and we'll put that on another page, and we'll go back in here, and I'm going to type that in right here, cut and paste, and there's the thing, you see. And now, I can get rid of all this stuff here. I don't need that, for example, and the description, and so on and so forth, you see. And so like I'll put some spaces to make it look better and so on and so forth, a bit of spacing and whatever, you see. And again, I will restructure this and I'll put a better, header, at the very beginning, something short and sweet and so on. But now let's talk about how you're going to make money with this, okay? Let's say you have no interest in making videos, but you could go and get those subscriptions to write blogs, write articles, all kinds of stuff like that, you see. But in the meantime, you're learning how to use these AI tools. And look, it's so simple. But here's the thing. You see, as it was mentioned in there, that was actually real because that was my last video. This coming Saturday, okay, what is it, the 23rd, I think it is, this Saturday. And let me check that to make sure I'm saying the right thing here. I think that's what I said. Yeah, the 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to have a free class, and this is basically for people who want to evolve their beings and learn how to use AI. But predominantly, I'm looking for team members, people who want to work part-time. And for example, I did this video for one of my team members, but I said, hey, why not do it for everybody? But that's like one of the jobs, okay? So I can do a video But then I need to do more shorts and so on. I can put it on other channels like TikTok, Instagram, and so on. But you see, if someone else is doing that and getting all those clips and putting it together, it's like, excuse me, we're producing so many more videos, and I don't have to be doing any of those other ones. I just have to do the one. And then we maybe have, in some cases, and I mean, you can have, maybe you give it 3-minute videos and so on, so it gives you less videos, but now those are the longer form that you'd put on one of the other channels, you see. But what that does for me is not that I don't want to do the work. I can do it all. But by doing that, I can now produce more videos, coach more classes, and so on, you see. So everybody wins. Now, I'm not going to get into the money part big time right now, but I'm going to go into depth in the Saturday class, so you don't want to miss that one, because here's how my system works. I mentioned, you heard it mentioned that it was a hybrid between a regular business structure and a cooperative, where the employees are sharing the profits. And I'm not going to get into how the breakdown, but believe me, it is lucrative, because up to 75% of all the money we take in is going back to my team members. Okay? And this is, I mean, look, AI is going crazy now. Life coaching, achieving different states of consciousness, that's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And now when you combine the two together, what have you got? Right here, we've got a billion-dollar industry, and the bottom line is this. How big a piece of that pie would you like to have? Because, look, I'm only going to need a certain amount of people to get this thing rolling the way that I want. My goal is simply to spread this simple knowledge. It's easy. Look, I've taught this to kids, I mean, the bottom line is, I mean, I can teach this stuff to 5th graders. Of course, the question always is, are you smarter than a 5th grader, right? Okay? Now, this is an example of the kind of work we're going to do, because, look, if I've got 5, 10 people, maybe 20 long term, I mean, everybody's using AI to multiply their abilities, which is evolving because of the personal development we're doing, achieving higher states of consciousness. But whatever your state of consciousness is, we're multiplying that 10x at least with artificial intelligence, different parts, different ones to do different jobs. And as part of my team, putting a few hours a week, you're going to share these profits. Like I said, up to 75%. There's some serious money, guys. Start part-time, few hours a week, 5, 10 hours a week, whatever. 3, whatever time you've got. And productivity is what is going to happen, because then you've got a team working in harmony. Unlike a business structure where there's a promotion available, you want it, but there's 20 other people who want it, so you got a cutthroat business. Here, it doesn't matter, because the more people we have on board, the more money everybody makes, you see. Like I said, this is a new structure. So anyway, I want to tell you guys how simple this really is, and all the other AI tools are just as simple. Because the beauty of this, and that's what's changed the game for humanity, is that back when ChatGPT first became available to the general public, okay, think about that. What was it, a year ago or something? It's not long ago. You see, that changed the game for humanity, and here's why. Because you can use all this artificial intelligence, this massive genius, but all the database of humanity. You don't need to be a techie. You don't need to do any coding, because all you do is you tell it what to do, like you were talking to a 5-year-old in simple English. If you can do that, you can use these tools. Before, it was only a few techies that could do some of these things, but now the whole planet can do it. As long as you got a dependable internet connection and you know some basic English, where you go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you subscribe and ring that bell. I mean, that helps us to grow, to share with more people. And the more people come on board, the bigger the team, of course, and the more money everybody makes. And if you want to be part of something, I mean, personally, myself, the way I feel about it is I believe that every human being has a need inside, in the heart, if you will, to be a part of something greater than themselves. What could be a better thing to do, is to help evolve the consciousness of humanity, and using artificial intelligence to help us to spread this knowledge. It's a billion-dollar business right here. Again, how big a piece of that pie do you want? Okay, hope to see you Saturday. And on that note, I'll say au revoir.